So good morning, I am the second reporter of Group 15 and I am here to discuss the embedding formative assessment in the instructions. So we have here the assessing the current understanding or schema of pupils prior to formal instruction. So here is allowed the teachers to strategize on approaches and methods that would aid the pupils in effective and efficiently learn a particular topic of a lesson. So assessing the current understanding or schema of pupils prior to formal instructions is nagpapahintulot sa mga guro na mag-isip o gumawa ng diskarte at paraan na kung saan ang mga bata ay mabilis na matuto sa isang lesson o isang talakayan. The next one is during instruction. So formative assessment in the form of learning experiences and processing question. So here is inform the teachers as regards the pupils' progress relative to the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and values. So here is it helps the teacher ascertain whether pedagogical strategies and approaches and helping in the realization of a learning goods. So here is during instruction is nagbibigay ng assessment sa mga bata na siyang nagpapatunay kung talaga ba naunawaan nila yung mga naituro ng isang guro. So next is in terms of post-instruction. So here is formative assessment informs the teacher whether the learning objectives or goals were realized and thus indicative of the success of the instruction provided for the pupils. So the information provided by the assessment can be used as a basis for whether to reteach, remediate, or even enrich the lesson. So here is these dynamics prove the inseparability of instruction and assessment. In terms of post-instruction is nagbibigay kaalaman sa isang guro kung saan ma-attain ba nila yung objectives or goals na gusto nilang matutunan ng mga bata. So next is we discuss the alignment of assessment and standards or outcome. So the first one is in planning for the assessment methods and strategies. So here it is a must that instructional planners and teachers ensure their alignment and consistency to curriculum standards. So it is highly advised that teachers inform their pupils of the intentions or objectives of the lesson so that they will aim to achieve their learning goals. Inspiring them to attain the set objectives is considered an instructional strategy that leverage the independence of pupils and regulating their learning following their own terms. So here is in planning the assessment, it's important na all of the learnings that we teach to the students is to align in the curriculum standards. So next is general assessment guides and direct instruction. Here is provide necessary information as regards pupils' progress, thereby motivating them to improve their performance, aids teachers in deciding whether the instruction is effective, and finally evaluates the curriculum or program afforded of all students. So here in general assessment is nagbibigay ng information sa atin sa pag-unlad ng pagkatuto ng ating mga mag-aaral ang pag-assess at nakakatulong sa guro na maging effective ang kanilang pagtuturo sa isang estudyante.